What's cracking? It's the homie Concrete Vee, live and direct, New York City. Team 18 Wheelers, East Coast. Alright, so check it, right? Situation forces this, right? We got colorblonds talking about colors. For those who's not in tune, you got non-gang members talking about gang members. What the world fails to realize nowadays is that this shit was never a fashion statement. It was never something cool to do at the time. It was never something that you could turn off when you go home and sleep, when you're with your girl, when you're with your grandmother, church, funeral. It didn't matter if you was with your kids. This is a culture. This is something that you got brothers that and sisters that lived and died for. Now the same thing applies whether you banging red, blue, yellow, green, orange. It's a culture. There was known and unknown rules before social media, before cell phones, before any of that. You had your word, you had your rep, you had your hood, you had your color. Nowadays, you might have artists, rappers, Instagrammers, vloggers, whatever, that just got in tune to this lifestyle. And at this point in time, 2018, not to discredit any of the little homeboys, but it wasn't as hard as it was in the 90s, when you had to, in New York, when you had East Coast basically, where you had to paint the town, you know, where it was a few sets, a few families that was out here that was making noise. And whatever set you claim, whatever color you was banging, like I said, it wasn't no off switch. Now, I don't want anybody to confuse what they see now on TV, what they see now on their cell phones, social media. I don't want them to confuse what homeboys and homegirls lived and died for 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, where it wasn't no image, there is no image that you can, or no video that you can look back and say, that's a real homeboy, I miss my nigga, I miss my homegirl. It was just a memory because it wasn't cool to take pictures. You know? To me, that was like telling. You couldn't identify me because there wasn't no pictures of me. Now, you have a lot of colorblonds, non-gang bangers, gang members, assume that this shit was only for shooters, you know? As if you was in a gang, you had to be a gangster. And what they considered a gangster is someone who go to jail, a dumb nigga, you know, somebody that a lost nigga, somebody that's gonna run around and do dumb shit. Negative. You see, we had homeboys and homegirls that went to school, gang members. We had homeboys and homegirls that was hustling, getting money, gang members. Homeboys, homegirls that put that pain in, gang members. Homeboys, homegirls that went to jail, that's all they knew. In and out of jail, when they was home, was on vacation, you know, living behind the wall. Gang members. Good kids, what you would consider gang members. Everybody had their destination. Everybody had their aim, their objective, their focus. It was the quality of the person, of the individual. You see, coming up, we all had, everybody's life was different. Everybody's upbringing was different. Whether you had to do this shit, or whether you just found a love for this shit. Everybody had their reason. But through your history, because what y'all want to call gang banging was really to protect you. This banging was to protect our community, protect our town. If my town was white, yellow, green, blue, red, it didn't matter. You was protecting your town. Nobody could come to your town and commit no crimes. They wasn't coming to the mom and pop shop, putting a hammer out on your grandmother and taking a little bit of coins. We wasn't allowing that. He wasn't having niggas from another town come to our side stealing cars. Wasn't having that. We protected our community. You know, we was respected, still is respected in our community. The aim was to be respected in the community, protect our community. You know, there's no war without death. You know, so sometimes some people couldn't take no for an answer. Sometimes you had to take it to another level. We got homeboys behind the wall that we ain't gonna never see again. We got homeboys that's dead, homegirls that's dead, we ain't gonna never see again. All for the love of the cause, the culture. Nowadays, I'm not gonna say they got it easy. Nowadays, I'm not gonna say that it's okay. It's a little different coming up. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm still here. Not to discredit none of the homeboys and homegirls that's not here, but I'm still here. Not to say they were dumb, not to say they fucked up, but it was their destiny to go at that time. Whether it was behind the wall or to another dimension. More and above, you cannot discredit any of the homeboys for what they did or what they didn't do. They played a part in this lifestyle. I'm not gonna sit here and incriminate myself at all. This is just a public service announcement. If you wasn't banging, if you not banging, regardless of what you was into or what you into, we don't know what it is and what it was to live and die. Or you had your own homeboys, your worst enemy at times, if your shit wasn't on point. You know, coming up, I'm Crit. You know, more and above, I'm coming up. Got a bunch of niggas that didn't like the color that I had on. They ain't like that. They wanted to take it from me. It was a souvenir. You know how it is. You know how it was. We used to collect souvenirs. And it's been times where you either had to run or draw your gun. What they would consider fight or flight. Now, if you ran, it's for a reason. Maybe you were smarter. Maybe you say, you know what? I'm against the odds. I see what's cracking. I'm gonna come cack. I'm gonna get these niggas. Or you stood there and you banged out. That don't make you pussy. That don't make you tough. It's all part of the culture. This is what you signed up for. This is what it was. Where you had rivals that a ghost ride. You ain't know who was Crip. You ain't know who was blood. You just know somebody was standing right next to you giving you a look. Somebody standing across the street from you watching. Somebody in the car right behind you. So we always had to stay dangerous. We always had to stay ready so we won't have to get ready. It's a lifestyle. You couldn't leave your home without something you could get somebody off of you. So a lot of our founders, a lot of the original day one homeboys, first generation, they were big. They hit the gym. There was a saying, all he had was weights and crates in his yard. That if you couldn't get your hammer in or your banger in, you had these. You had to protect yourself by any means necessary. You had to protect your town, your set, your hood, any means necessary. You could never get caught slipping. To keep it traditional, some of us still doing it till this day. So don't confuse weightlifters as like non-gangbangers. They talking about my homie Matt. That's not what it's about. He made the transition. Now don't quote me, but this is metaphorically. He made the transition from taking lives to giving lives. I respect that. That shit caught my eye. I was attracted to that because it's a whole nother day in time that we have to make the transition, or you're gonna get lost in the wave. So out here, a lot of my close homeboys that I respect me because of the transitions that we made through our lives. As the years went on, we stayed on top of game. Where we're teaching the youth We have a direction. We give guidance. Now we give direction. It doesn't mean you can't go pick up them chucks or pick that flag up. It don't mean that you can't do it. Not to say that's what we're promoting. But don't confuse my smile for my teeth showing you I'm about to bite something. You know, the real gangsters is smiling, enjoying life, having fun, family, chilling, wearing any color they want to fucking wear. I got my close homeboys is blood. They know what I'm doing. I know what they doing. There's no disrespect. It's a culture. We have something in common. But what I'm saying is, don't discredit my homeboy. Don't discredit the homeboys that lived and died for this shit, because you don't know what you're going to get out of that. You don't know what's going to happen. Niggas lived and died for this shit. Internet came out yesterday. Please don't confuse what niggas live for and die for, men, women, kids, live for and died for, as a joke, as a fashion statement, as a social club, as a group that you can attend and leave. Half of this shit inked on your body. Half of this shit embedded within your system, that everything that you do is according to how you was raised. So I'm not gonna keep on going on and on, but let's let y'all niggas know it's different out here in these streets. Don't incriminate yourself. You got nothing to prove. Live your life. Enjoy your life, or don't worry about another man's life, because you don't know what extent. You will know what he did behind closed doors and what he's willing to do behind closed doors. Don't confuse his smile. Don't confuse his smile. So again, it's Concrete Vee, Team 18 Wheelers. I'm about to run in LA Fitness on this hot, fake ass summer day in New York. I think we got about 88 degrees today. I'm gonna go out there and bang out, you know, and stay in tune. For all the supporters, keep supporting. I love y'all. For all the haters, keep hating. I love y'all too. And watch the transition. Watch the transition. Alright? So it's the Team 18 Wheelers. Fuck with us. Keep fucking with us. And for your gear, fresh ass gear, www.themactrucc.com, themactruck.com. Gear up. Post it on your social media. Show your support. Appreciate it. We all appreciate it. You heard? And I'm going to tell you right now, stay dangerous, because nobody respects safe. I'll get in tune. I'll in tune you guys later on that. Alright? Peace.